I would first like to apologize about the noise. The air conditioner is on, the unit is right outside of my room, both outside of the wall that way and through the wall that way. That's the garage, so there's two air conditioning units on right now and it's noisy. But today, getting to the topic, I would like to talk about something that I've been, using a lot thanks to this, and that's expansion audio. I have not uploaded anything in a while. I've been busy doing job stuff, trying to find one. But while that's been going on, I got some hardware to use with this, like this copy of Yokai Dochiki, and it is a Namco 163 game. It's very fun. It's difficult, and there is an issue with it. This was reported on some site, I forgot the name, but of course it's a Japanese person's website. He has one of these. He has copies of N163 games, and this one, when you turn it on, you get noise. And the only way to stop it is to play a Namco 163 game. Well, a Namco 163 NSF, then it stops. It starts working how it's supposed to. So, there's that. But, and actually, pop this open. There it is. If the camera would, nope, it won't. It will not focus. There it is. Japan 163 and then 8816. So that's cool. Just pop that in there. Take the RAM adapter out. And also I got special thanks to a friend of mine, Miguel. I don't know if any of you saw the Kira Kira Star Knight video that I put up a while ago that is now unlisted, and you'll see why soon, besides the fact that it was poorly done. But there was that, and I went to his house and he lent me a copy of one of his games, because he is such a gracious, nice guy. He lent me Castlevania 3 to use for expansion audio. Yes, I said Castlevania 3 to use for expansion audio. Not Akumajo Densetsu, because that has the VRC6. I said and I meant Castlevania 3. This is the Castlevania 3 board. It is NES ELROM MMC5 board, and typically, and in all cases, every North American and European and possibly South Korean case, I don't know if they got these. I know they got a few games, but I don't know if the Hyundai Comboy got Castlevania 3. In every non-Japanese case, these resistor and capacitor solder holes, these through holes, are not populated, but in this one they are, because I added them. These are all responsible for mixing and regulating the volume for the two audio out pins and the one amplifier input pin on the MMC5. And of course, because expansion audio was not used on the NES, they are not populated because they're not needed. The thing is, it was very, very clearly intended to be used. Pin 54 is even on the board, and it even has a trace coming off of it straight to the mixing circuit, which is now complete. And it works, I'll already tell you. But, that's, this is the reason why the Power Pack and the EverDrive N8 and the yellow INL ROM reproduction boards and pretty much every modern flash cartridge for the NES uses pin 54. The Power Pack didn't start it, Nintendo started it. Pin 54 is the official expansion audio pin. How to get it to work with this? Well, with a NES to Famicom adapter. This is the one that I've been using since I got my Famicom and didn't have any games, and it's seen a lot of experimentation. Like, this is so that MMC5 games actually work on it. So this is I believe these are the CI RAM lines, and those connect right there, goes straight down, and pin 54 expansion audio, and the potentiometer for the power pack, because every expansion's got a different volume and the power pack doesn't do it right. This is the pot. It has been made a lot smaller. Before I had a huge potentiometer like you can't see, like one of those back there, and it was very big and cumbersome, and it would not fit in, you know, between two cartridges if I were to put it in there. But no, it works, and it is entirely, you know, how it's supposed to be doing. Gameplay is not impaired at all because I just added audio resistors, so it's still Castlevania 3. You plug it into the NES, it still plays. It's not like it's writing garbage to the registers and you get glitchy sounds. Nope, it's entirely how it's supposed to be. It just works. That's it. It just works. So I am going to play a few songs, and hopefully I don't get flagged for copyright strikes for a couple of things that I play, because they are licensed tunes. Like the first video that I, you know, put up with the MMC5, that the recent one, the Yuru Yuri Season 3 hype one, copyright strikes. Well, not really a strike, but content ID. So that's a thing I gotta watch out for now. And hopefully you can hear me. I don't know. This air conditioner is pretty loud. So let's unplug the Namco, because I don't use it with this, or not. It'll be difficult to tell which song I'm on. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Here we go. Yeah, see, there's the noise. So I gotta go. There we go. Here's my Sister Friend Lover cover from the for the Namco 163. I don't know if the volume on it is right. Yeah, see? Namco works. What's this? That's the MMC5 volume test. It'll play a little ding on the 2A03 and then on the MMC5. See? There's that working. That's, I guess, an FDS NSF. There we go. Here's the Yuri Yuri ones. And I think on the last Yuri Yuri video, somebody, a George or Jorge Bernal, forgive me if you're not Hispanic and I've just pronounced your name in Spanish, asked if the Season 2 Yuri Yuri ending would be covered with the MMC5, and I would like to say yes, it is. Not there. Is it here? No, it was in the one before that. There we go. Okay, so here's a little snippet of the Season 2 one. So enough of that before I get sued. Anyway, yeah. The second part of this video is going to be ranting about this, because there's something I need to get off my chest about it. So if you were just here for expansion audio, thanks for watching, and bye. You now know what to do. Alright, now while doing the minimal amount of research I needed for this, because there's not really a lot, it's just, you know, add the components, find the values, add the components, and they're clearly marked on the board. So clearly, in fact, that I know that this depending on how you want to count them, these first and second or third and fourth one are actually supposed to be 15K, but because I have a potentiometer on both the TNS board and on my Famicom 20S adapter, I can compensate for that. Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about. In trying to see if anybody else had done this, because it's so simple, I could imagine that people have done it, but they haven't documented it because, you know, it's just expected to work. I mean, the audio pin is there, the mixing circuit is there, all you need to do is add the components, right? Well, I never saw anybody post about it, so I just figured, hey, I'm gonna do it and, you know, add it so I can make use of it for a while until I give Miguel his Castlevania 3 back. But I found out that people are actually using, as you would, I believe it is EK-ROM. I think it's EK-ROM. There's EL, I think EK, EW, and ET-ROM. Those are the 4 MMC5 board configurations. So I think they were using the only EK-ROM game available in the US, which is Gemfire. And that's already a rare game. A very already expensive game because it's one of the Koei RPGs. So they're taking an already rare and already expensive game and using it to make reproductions for the NES for Just Breed, which is probably supposed to be Just Bleed, but it's Just Breed. So the thing about it is you can literally use any MMC5 board for that game, because except for EL-ROM, I'm pretty sure that EW, EK-ROM, and ET-ROM all have battery-backed save RAM, just different amounts of it. So using the only available board, the only available game that uses the exact same type of board is dumb. It's a dumb thing to do, first. And second, I've read that when people make the reproductions, they say, just like if you're going to make an NTSC gimmick reproduction, you're going to have it missing expansion audio because it wasn't used in the US, but it was used in Japan. This is dumb and lazy. So you have a half-done Gemfire, a half-done Just Breed reproduction because this is just so easy to do. I mean, the parts are there. Now, I'm not saying if you make a Gemfire reproduction, if you make a Just Breed reproduction to do this, well, I am saying if you make a Just Breed reproduction, do this. What I'm saying is, don't make a Just Breed reproduction, because you are, you know, taking away expensive games and driving the prices up, 1, and 2, you're gonna be lazy and not do that. So there are, I don't know, I'm gonna be generous. I don't know how many people have wanted this. I'm gonna say there are like 50. There are 50 Just Breed NTSC reproductions out there that are half done and could be easily, simply fixed. And I don't like that. I mean, you're taking the game to make a reproduction and then you don't go all the way with it. What's the point? Why do it? It just seems really dumb to me. So, I guess that's it. I think I've gotten that off my chest. That's fine. MMC5 expansion audio in the US. Cool. Imagine that. Expansion audio in the US. Nintendo did. They clearly planned ahead for it. Just weird they didn't do it.